site peak. And so Sunny's just stuck in the open, getting faced by three. Like, he can't choose to fight one-on-ones. So that's a nice little safe play from MOUSESPORTS. Not a safe one for ENCE, they're going fast. Site peak. And so Sunny's just stuck in the open, getting faced by three. Like, he can't choose to fight one-on-ones. So that's a nice little safe play from MOUSESPORTS. Not a safe one for ENCE, they're going fast.
Yeah, they went with the force, and that might be their undoing, honestly. The Chris J org just raining down death. And that there is the round swept aside very, very quickly. So, yeah, you put everything into that round. What do you have to show for it? Well, you got one kill onto Frozen, and that is the extent of it. It's just going to have to be an eco again here for ENCE, with a 14th round looming for this MOUSESPORTS side. With no utility, it might just be one of these rounds where you kind of, you sit lobby, you try and waste some utility from Mouse, you make it expensive. Even if you don't kill anyone, you try and force a lot of rebuys of util. And then you just kind of try and make something happen. Doesn't really have to be anything in particular. You just group up, you try and play a numbers game. Frozen with the flusher buy, USP and armor here into round 18.
Insult to injury. And boy, are there some injuries on the ENCE side in this half. Goes watching the cross, Chris making a contact. It's just taps at the org, he does some damage. Suppressing fire. And ENCE, fearful, scared, player above, seen. The shadow is up for Frozen.
That's so creepy. You talked about Jeepers Creepers yesterday, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. A little bit more blood spilled. Chris J just continues to pepper away with the AUG. Meanwhile, it's Rops doing all the real heavy lifting around here, getting all the frags. Oh, look at him go.
Yoink.
Ah, there's Jumpy. Or Jompy, as we say in my native tongue.
Oh, Rops is so good. It's not fair. How is he allowed to play?
What skin even is that as well? I'm so out of the loop with skins. That was a pretty sick looking M4.
It's an M4 skin. I don't know what kind, but...
Well, let us know. What's your favorite M4 skin? Or do you just have none? That's the question, right? Like, because I know if you do run a default, so... we're going to have to wait and see. We got AKs out for ENCE. Flash into main. Looking like they wanted to go for one of these fast A plays, one of these signature fast A plays with a main drop coming on through. Frozen going to hold on to main. And ENCE, they've repeated the A play now. And it's never really looked any better than the first time.
Yeah, they're like, guys, MOUSESPORTS took A like every 10 rounds in a row on T-Side. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, we can do it too. Come on, guys. Everyone's gone.
I doubt there's that much enthusiasm at a 14-4 scoreline, sadly.
Well,
they all finish as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that part is also probably a contributing factor to the excitement levels inside of said TeamSpeak or Discord.
The question is, are they finished in this match? Or map at least, Trace? 3 on 5 right now.
Yeah, maybe with one in.
Might not be wrong there. EMAS with a grimy angle.
Well, a lot of damage, but...
Oh, hello, Chris. How are you here? What have you done now, buddy? How have you broken the laws of nature to move in on this flank? Now, he is going to completely miss Sergey. It doesn't really matter because Frozen was there, ready and waiting for a hut push. The bomb was down on the B side. That round was done. And honestly, this map is done. Not really much of a contest. Not really much in it. I will say that with Train coming up next, right, ENCE kind of reminded me of, like, big ages ago when they went on that, like, Mad Inferno streak back at the... Major in Krakow, I'm pretty sure, was that one? Where they just have, like, 1 or 2 really sick maps. Now, obviously, that's like an event that you don't talk about for big, but for ENCE right now, man, they're just, they're really good on Dust, they're really good on Train, but we need to see a bit more from them on other maps. I do think this is going to go 3, though. All the more credit to Mouse if they're able to get it done in 2, but this nuke affair is basically done, right? You're a man down, up against 15. You've got 40 a name.
You don't have an M249?
Of course. Biggest problem here. And yeah, the only worry is, I want to agree with you, Harry, and say, like, yeah, ENCE probably should take Train, but the worry is, like, this has been like a bit of a classic MOUSESPORTS map in the past, and, individually speaking right now, MOUSESPORTS are just besting ENCE on every single front. Like, Rops looks incredible. I was about to list the entire roster, so I'm not even gonna.
Okay.
Mouse looks so good right now. We're not seeing much from anyone from ENCE, right? Alu's been pretty quiet on the orb, shut down and out. Yampy had a good first half, but no one's showing up in this D side, and it might be done as quick as you like it. Aerial running into the site, he's gone as well. Rops with a 3-piece to close it out, and that's MOUSESPORTS storming the board and starting the series off strong. Can they keep it going? Can they not ENCE out of the playoffs here in this match? 9 of their own, that could have been MOUSESPORTS pulling things back. And even though they still got to buy here, right? Like, as ENCE could have been MOUSESPORTS pulling things back. And even though they still got to buy here, right? Like, as ENCE, they've got the weapon that they've been relying on all map long.
Yeah.
Oh. And now, being frank about it, this ward of Sunny down here in the pop has kept it all under control. Not only getting the info that players are above the pop dog, he knows that there's a second man here, but also stripping Mouse of a man advantage early on. And so now we see MOUSESPORTS damn near freeze as they drop all this utility into the pop dog, trying to give the illusion that they're still playing for this pop control and looking to culminate in an A play with no information as to what's going on in main and only checking Ivy occasionally on timings. This is likely going to keep 3 for ENCE in this A bomb site. Alu here at B alongside Sergey. They are in a 2-on-4, right? So the odds stacked against them. But Alu's orb, given a chance to go huge here down towards the ramp. Alu peeking up late, not able to find anything through the smoke. So the site's conceded, but the Molotovs deny the plant for now, and so that buys time for the rotate. ENCE now set up to attempt a 5-on-3, and MOUSESPORTS not really given a lot of time to get into these post plants. Carrigan is the man in the best spot right now, and even that is pretty highly contested as everyone barrels through the connector. BMAS and Rops backs against the wall in a 2-on-4. Turn 2-on-3 thanks to Rops. Can he get away with anything else though? Spotted, playing for info. Alu is holding this peak on the left-hand side, so Rops can't go for it, and that forces him into Sergey. Defuse found for ENCE. As they retake B, they lose 2 in the process, but they'll take that. I'll take that. That was a 5-on-4 retake in which, you know, you come out pretty healthy on the ENCE side. And with it, you're now one step closer to locking in that Inferno decider.
Yeah, very patient retake for ENCE, right? They wait out BMAS, who gets aggressive in that 2-on-4. Rops finds a couple of kills, but BMAS tries to get anything else done from close yellow train, and yeah, ENCE are just waiting, right? 3 at backlines. Playing things by the books. Home map for them. And showing us all the reasons why MOUSESPORTS not able to get more than an inch. Ollie in main. Yampy's shown up as well with many multi-kills in this map. Oh, Carrigan actually getting peeked by Aerial, who saves his teammate's life, lining up nades towards T-Con. Sonny has him to thank. Aerial going back to pop. Rops is above, ready and waiting. He gets heard, but the nade could do decent damage here. Rops has to care about solo inner as well, because he's the only player on this side of the map, so at any point ENCE could push, but that's not the case right now. Sunny playing passive, and actually, or Sergey playing passive rather than calling for Sunny to rotate. ENCE have enough control that they're not really worried of this out of sight, but Aerial eats a nade as the molly lands behind him. Orb follows up, dropping the bomb, and that's all the info ENCE need.
Oh, they even flash Yampy in for a peek. He doesn't see how close Frozen is, but he suspects. Gets the better of him. Rops dropping in to the pop dog. Makes out like a bandit there. Gets away with the kill, and he's out of there. But still a 2-on-4. The bomb dropped in main, and Alu holding close with this orb. Now they're not even in a spot to go for this round. They're just saving, and that's a horrible call to have to make. No one is like, yeah, let's just give up 15 and hold on to the AKs. That is really, really rough. That this is even a decision you're having to consider. And even then, they don't get away with it on Rops. Now not the end of the world in that instance. You know, you're going to be getting, what, 2,900 on him? So he's still got money to invest regardless. 2,400 rather. Almost nailed it.
Yeah, this has just been a great game for ENCE, right? It's like MOUSESPORTS just desperately trying to hang on and find a round where they can, but ENCE dictating the pace, the flow, the auto sniper out on Yampi. By God. M249 to the Scar. He's done it all. The Doom Hammer, formerly known. And it's actually Alu to steal it away anyway. Yampi's on Ivy's side, and no one's going there. Frozen inside of the Pop Dog. It's been a position MOUSESPORTS have had to fight pretty heavily to get, but this round is given away for free. Sunny tucked in on E-Box. The rest of MOUSESPORTS getting re-smoked in main as well, just stalling this out later and later with a 4-on-5. Limited opportunity for Mouse. And they don't even know about the auto. They have no clue.
Frozen going to win out his head-to-head to begin the round. I feel like all of these AKs belong to Frozen that we're seeing on the ENCE side. It's only Sergey's that we haven't seen. I wonder if he's got the Frozen AK as well. No, he's got Rops's. All right. Well, Mao's leaning towards B, and there are two players here. They deal with Aerial, though, and that might pull a rotation away from the B side. Now, Yampi's like, don't worry, guys. I've got the Doom Hammer. It's all good. Alu's like, no, you're too young. I'm going to come help. I've got the orb. And now the B play comes in. So Alu rotating away has opened up a window of opportunity here for Maus. They've got to be quick to react, though, as they move in. Bomb going down. They've dealt with Rops on the flank, and that's going to leave a 1 HP Frozen and a scouted up Chris J up against the auto sniper AWP combo.
Here, take this. That's info, though. Now ENCE know exactly where both players of MOUSESPORTS are. Yampi, one shot on the auto. That's not a one-tap gun, but he makes it work. Alu follows up, and it's the double sniper prodigy for ENCE that managed to take it over the line, take their map pick in this series, and push us to Inferno. Where will this series go? A lot of questions to be asked and answers just around the corner. Stick around with us, and we will be bringing you that final map of this series. He sided any rounds as the Orbs lit him up. He ended 7-17, bottom of the server, and now he's back up on top where he him up. He ended 7-17, bottom of the server, and now he's back up on top where he belongs here for MOUSESPORTS. It's the inverse story for Yampi, and this could all be coming to a close all too soon for ENCE. They may have had a great group stage run to get to the playoffs, but MOUSESPORTS have to end it here and now. Ali falling off the pallet, traded, full flashed out by BMAS. Sergey backs up. I don't know if Rob saw him there, but he looks to be on the hunt. And perfect peek for Robs. He's so ready, but not for Aerial. Trade is in. ENCE still in this round. Chris caught along looking at Library, and this is getting a little bit dicey now for MOUSESPORTS. Split up, no trade potential anymore, and ENCE are already starting to close the net on this A site.
So this is either where it all ends or ENCE keep that dream burning. Down here in the pit, Aerial, he's been good in this round. He's retrieved an AK. He's that much more deadly as a result. But we need anything but a welcoming reception from Aerial right now. In the apartments, you've got a man about to push on in. That's BMAS, who has been on a tear in this second half. Sunny wrapping through short, and Aerial dealing with BMAS. Frozen is dead in the water as well. And ENCE, they do keep the dream alive. 11 now to their name. They need 4 more. Up against 15, no room for error. We need big individuals. And while Aerial is providing, we're looking towards the likes of Yampi, someone who is talked about in very, very high regard and often gives us these critical moments for the ENCE side. 5 kills to his name. If there ever was a time for Yampi to come alive, it's right here, right now.
Yeah, MOUSESPORTS not out of the woods yet by any means. They do not want to let this go to overtime if they want to keep this streak going in the lower bracket. B being the play for Carrigan, everyone else holding on in ult. Enter back to the app setup that has gotten them so much information in the past. Sunny close to Banana as well. Could even go through the smoke. They're triple rotating B. ENCE reading into this one, but not correct. They will at least get the kill. Rop's going through the apartments. His barrel given up. Ariel's ready for the fight, and he is the man you look to for ENCE right now. Putting up a kill. Sunny can find BMAS, who can't escape with the bomb. He throws it into middle. Still retrievable for Mouse, but everyone's so much deeper than that package. They're playing for kills right now.
Ariel just catching the timing. This is weird as well, because Sergey is deep within mid, and that's going to cause a number of problems as they're getting these kills in A. That's all well and good, but they don't have the bomb. And so now someone has to go back, and they send Frozen back along with Chris J. Surely not ready for Sergey, and he's not. It's left to Chris in a 1v4. He's not looking at alt mid, and so Sergey just deals with him. 12 on the board for ENCE. And now, for a Carrigan-led team in MOUSESPORTS, this cannot be another one of those haunting Inferno memories.
Oh no, Harry. Don't say it.
Where they almost get it done, and they almost win the series they had to win.
But look at the time.
Time is running out to get this done in regulation. Tac pause called on him for the MOUSESPORTS side. Pressure being liberally applied by ENCE right now, who are fighting tooth and nail to stay in these playoffs, keep this series going. And after such a great season as well, right? No one really expected much from ENCE coming into this, and boy, oh boy, have they turned heads. And rightfully so.
They might be turning their back on the Pro League if MOUSESPORTS find any of the next 3 rounds of regulation. This is the final map. This is elimination, the first team to depart the playoffs. We will find out in the next few minutes. Who's it going to be?
Well, lots up, fast through alt mid. No banana presence. And Alu did just peek it, but he got flashed off the angle. Still, didn't hear anything outside of that flashbang, and that's given Alu cause to rotate away. Mouse, if they pick up the pace now, this timing is perfect. Dingo the smokes, they rush up through. There was a double up setup, so both these players now down in the pit. Chris, back turned, but that smoke has saved his life. Chris J, only good for one, but there's the trade from BMAS. And Sergey, down in the pit, trying to put up a hold. Rops gets rid of him. It's left to Sunny and Yampy, the 2 B-site players. Carrigan already gone deep. And Mouse, they might have snatched this one from the jaws of overtime. Yampy left up in the clutch. 1v3, been so quiet all map long. And he's not able to see this one over the line. It's MOUSESPORTS carrying on through the lower bracket. ENCE, a damn good try throughout the